All right, hey guys, Jason here. What we're going to be talking about today, first checking to make sure it's on. Yes, all right. What we're going to be talking about today is my camp bin setup. Okay, this is everything that I need for my camps. Whether it doesn't matter if I'm going for a month long or whatever the case is, this is my main camp bin. This bucket is what I call, you can see I got it right on there, fast camp set. And then what happens with this is anything like if I'm going for just overnight, if I'm going to take my Kodiak canvas tent or any tent and run out for a night and go hog hunting and spend a night or two, I can take from this and throw what I want into here. This is a small footprint inside of the bed of my truck, and it also serves as an end table while I'm in camp with the lid on here. So this bucket right now is empty, but that's what this is. This is actually a 6-gallon bucket, not a 5-gallon. Which I like. You can find these anywhere, 6-gallon, but it fits my solar shower, which you see is still set up here because I'm still covered in crap. Today was the last day of tiling. I got it done, grouted. All we got to do now is wait for the stuff to finish, but that means one more night of a solar shower with the heater set up and the solar shower here for the 9th day in a row kind of thing, because we haven't worked on it every minute because of having Ronan. We babysit Ronan a lot, so while Bella's at work. So anyway, but I can fit my solar shower upright in this. So this is a quick fast camp setup here. That's what we got right there. Now, what do we have in this thing right here? So this is my main camp bin. It is not very light. It is kind of heavy, but it is everything that I need in here, and it fits in like a glove. Everything that I'm going to have to take or want to take, and we will show you what's in here. So if we look at this, and we're going to set this up and hopefully not tip a table over. Hang on. There we go. We have a solar shower, secondary one. That one goes in here too. I want to have two just in case something happens to one. So we have a solar shower. We have a small cook kit. This is the cook kit that I take with me when I am going on my own and I'm going fast. Okay, something fast and simple. It is just your little standard cook kit, but I love that it actually has the kettle in there too. So for I can get my hot chocolate, it fits everything else inside of here, and it is your standard, 2-pot, 2-pan, nothing fancy. But it's, just an Amazon special, but it is a perfect little camp kit. And I will try and put some links for a lot of this stuff down here for you too. If you want, I'll put them down there if I can, if I remember to get everything. But this little kit right here is just perfect for when it's just me, going by myself. It's just lightweight. I can throw it right in my fast camp bucket and I'm ready to go. We have that. We have a single burner propane stove. I love these things. I've been using these for this one for 20-something years. They work like a champ. There it is right there. Always with me everywhere I go. Little insulated cup. This is for my hot chocolate. It's just a simple Ozark Trails cheap one, but it's nice, and I basically use it for hot chocolate in the mornings. It's just nice and easy and simple there. We have extra bulbs, light bulbs right here, LED non-breakable light bulbs, because we have our lights, 2 of these. One for the tent, one for the clam shelter that we're using for our hangout area, cook area, and shower room. And this will clamp right onto this light stand that you see behind here. You see there's a light stand on here. Let me set that over here. Okay, this will be set up in there. Let me pull this off too so you can really see it. There we go. Again, we're in shower mode here, but I can take this and clamp this right on here, point that at the ceiling, and then it's going to light up the whole entire tent. Just like that. Anywhere I put that on there, anywhere I want to put it, I can hang it any place in a tent, doesn't matter where, but I have 2 of these for when I have electrical power where I'm going to be at. So I have 2 setup of these lights. One for that one and one for the other tent with the LED bulbs in them. Sweet, simple, and easy. We have just a big zip tie because it's just handy and you never know when I could use it. Spare hacksaw blades and a hacksaw for taking basically skull caps off and things like that nature when I'm hunting. Forks, just because you never have, I hate having to wash dishes for a fork, and a fork is what I need most of the time. I got a knife in my pocket, but I always carry forks with me. That one's garbage. Spare parts left in here from other things. This is just an adapter that goes on that light stand that I can use, nothing that matters. We have kettles. These are the kettles I use to fill my solar shower. I have 2 of them just because I can heat stuff quicker. We'll cover this cook kit, but I have 2 of these kettles. One here and one more right here. But one of these I can take a full shower in one of these kettles. If you have hair, It takes 2 kettles, but this is all it is. I put them right on top of that single burner stove, get them hot. You don't need to have 2. I carry 2 just because I have them and I can, and it's just, it works. This cook kit, Stanley, this thing is going on 25 years old and I love it, but it's got the pan, it's got all the pots, it's got everything in it. This is like a full family cook set meal kit here. Everything you need. It's got the, I use these. I don't use it came with a little weird clamp thing, this thing, but I've never got this thing to work right. However this thing is, it's even froze up, but I'm sure this goes on here somehow. Like I said, this is just, this thing was just weird. I could never, and it's supposed to lock, somehow do, why am I even carrying this thing still? It's gone now. These work just fine. These little simple ones here, and I grab the pan, open it, do whatever I want to, set it down. These little pan pliers, they just work perfect. So, and I got silverware in there, but I got everything I need here is a full cook kit, stainless steel, built tough as nails. Stanport is who makes this one. Like I said, I've had it for years. Me and my family have cooked hundreds of meals on this with this cook kit in camp, and it's right there. It's simple and it's easy, but it's much bigger, as you can see, than this little bitty one here, which works perfect when it's just me by myself. So we carry that in here. Always carry garbage bags. These are compactor grade garbage bags. Always have 3, 4, 5 of them with you at all times. Very handy. We have a splitter right here for 120 volt. Goes from 1 prong to 3 prong. Very handy again when I have electricity. We also have a 30 amp for camp that will go to 3 outlets on this too, so that I can actually have more power and run 3 of these, like when I'm running a heater. We have cord-wise, we have a main 50-foot right here, heavy duty. I don't even know what gauge this is, but it's a very heavy duty quality 120 volt cord, extension cord here. This is my main one that I'll run. So I'll run this 30 amp right here. I'll run this one into my tent with my Drio heater, and then I'll run another extension cord from there into the clam shelter with running the other light that I need there, anything like that I need. We're going to set that off to the side. So that goes in there. We have our hammer for tent stakes. Never have enough hammers. Have them every place you can. Spare zip ties because they are always handy to have in here. We have that Drio heater. I've told you guys, I've shown you this. This is the best tent heater if you have camp power. This is it right here. I did a full review on it. Love this heater. I straight up love this heater. Did I mention? I love that heater. We have extra paracord because paracord is important to have. We have paracord here with some attachments on it that are going to be set up as my, next time I pull my Kodiak canvas tent out, these are going to be turned into laundry lines. So that is why they are sitting in there, so I do not forget them. We also have the other lid to our kettle. Not that they matter. I've never used a lid before. Random steak bag, just in case you ever break steaks, you got them. I have connectors for in camp, okay, from 50 amp to 30 amp, whatever I need, basically be able to hook up for in camp power to be able to go to 110. So, converters. We have a power strip. Handy. Just comes in handy to be able to use. I can plug that in my tent, and not only can I run that stuff, I can also run my Opus, battery bank and stuff like that in there. A couple other little electrical fitting connections, and we have more hoses, or two more extension cords. Extension cords are important to have. Okay, so we got 2 more extension cords in here. We pull this around. We carry 4 extra tent stakes. And I use 12-inch galvanized nail spikes that you get right from Home Depot or Lowe's. They're like $3 a piece or $4 a piece, but they're 12-inch nails is what I use. But they're extra tent stakes is what they basically serve purpose as. And then we have a couple of these little clips just because they came in a kit. But what this is if I need to grab hold of some fabric and tie off, make a guy point or anything, this will bite the fabric. And then it slides, you slide this down and it latches and it holds, and you can tie on the end of this and use it as a guy point and then hit the release lever. So they're just handy if you got to tie out some kind of, you're going to throw up a tarp, anything like that if you have to. So I carry a few of them in there. And then we carry a bunch of these. These things just come in very useful. Again, you get them as part of a kit when you buy bungee cords and stuff, but they're just these little, bungee on a ball kind of thing. Goes around, catches on here like this. It wraps right around itself and it just locks. Or just bungees. But they come in real handy in camp for all kinds of different uses. So I keep a bunch of them in here. I think I got 6, 8, 10, that many of them, however many we got there. And I also keep a couple of these little elastic bungee cords. Again, just because you get them with a kit, when you buy a bunch of like bungee cord setups like this, usually they come in a kit and they're really not worth a lot, but in camp, these things, little dudes, are pretty valuable for a bunch of little stuff. So we throw them right down there in the bottom. That's my camp bin. So this has everything I need for any circumstances in camp. Right there is everything is right here with me in one bin. So when I go, I just grab this bin. I grab the bin, throw it in the truck, and I have every single thing I need. If I'm going for a couple of days, I will pick and choose what I want out of here. The only thing I do not have in here is my extra little pocket shower, because I have it in the house drying right now. We're solar showers and using it. And I do not have my 2 Nebo lanterns in here because of the fact that I just got done using those, and we built a little playroom for a little tent setup for Ronan, and he's got my 2 Nebo. But those 2 Nebo pop-up lanterns will be in here as well too, so we have those. But otherwise, there's my camp set. This is my bin that's always with me for camp supply, camp power, camp everything I need. So hopefully it gives you some ideas. And then the quick little fast bucket, like I said, makes life easy for the little stuff I need. Just start throwing it right into here, and I have what I need, and then that serves as a table in camp when I'm not bringing tables. So just a simple, functional little setup right there for you. Any questions, comments on it, put it down below. Thanks for watching.